You have a superpower? You're both fucking with me, right?
I'm not so into calling it a superpower, but all the rest is true.
Fine. Then tell me what I'm feeling right now.
You're feeling disbelief.
You're actually a little annoyed. You feel hurt that we didn't tell you until now, whether it's true or not. You don't like being left out.
Well, okay. Oh shit. The foosball game. You knew exactly what to do.
Yeah, sorry. Being around memories of Gabe was making you so sad. I wanted to help.
You did. I'm just surprised. Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend. Pretty wild.
So, any sign of Diane today?
No, but she was in yesterday working on her laptop.
You said she was afraid of something around Gabe's death. If she's covering up what Typhon did, I bet there's proof.
I hope so. If she comes in today, let's be ready with a plan. In the meantime, I've got to finish my shift.
We're on it.
Time to earn a paycheck. I should clean the dirty dishes around the bar. Now, Steph and Ryan know the big secret. It is such a relief having them in my corner.
Can't go on a run. Everyone will see how awkward and out of shape I am. Forget it.
Been there before. Maybe I can encourage her. Maybe I can give her a pep talk using my extensive knowledge of running. Hey, can I ask you something? I've always felt too self-conscious to try running. You seem like a pro. Any tips?
Oh, well, definitely don't let that stop you. Just push through it, you know?
I'll try that. Thanks.
Trust me, you're not alone.
How do these birdwatching contests even work? Who's checking the sightings?
I wish Riley never found out about my condition. She needs to focus on her future, not mine.
Riley found out? I wonder what this means for them.
There's an honor code among birders. I've been competing since I was 12 and I've...
Hey, Eleanor. How are you?
12?
I'm doing okay. Thank you,
Wow. So,
dear. I
this win
really
is a big deal
appreciate
for
your
you.
help from a couple weeks ago.
Congrats.
It means a lot to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. I'm glad I could help. Hey, is everything okay with you and Riley?
For the most part. She's pushing herself too hard helping me. I just want her to focus on her own life now.
Let me know what I can do.
You've done so much already. I'm grateful, Alyx. I wish Riley never found out about my condition.
I feel terrible for Eleanor, and I don't think it's getting any easier.
Where are you, girl from Rome? Gosh, I really miss that song. They used to play it in here all the time.
Weird. I've never heard it. Maybe Jed knows where it went? Hey, Do you guys know a song that goes, "Where are you, girl from Rome"?
Holy shit. Blast from the past. Alabaster Daydreams.
My dad used to love that song. Gabe would put it on repeat just to mess with him. Got to the point where he couldn't stand to even hear it anymore.
So, what happened to it?
Eventually, Jed pulled it out of the jukebox and stashed it somewhere. You could ask him.
Sweet, thanks. Definitely the best boss I've ever had. Which, to be fair, isn't that high a bar. Hey boss, do the words Alabaster Daydreams mean anything to you?
Oh, hell. Like brother, like sister, huh? Fine. Guess it's been long enough. It's back behind the bar someplace.
Thanks. Did you trade out the quarters in the register yet?
All you, kid.
All right, let's hear this infamous song.
Alabaster Daydreams. That's it. How the hell?
Don't worry about it.
In your face, Ryan Lucan. I'm Birder of the Year, and your reign is finished.
Uh-oh. Better not tell Ryan I had a hand in that.
The hell am I gonna do with a jacket that says Hell Divers on the back?
Jeez, I don't know, boss man. Maybe you could wear it, like the rest of us are gonna do.
You think I want to broadcast my affiliation with you jokers to the rest of the world? I got a reputation.
Love you, Gabe. Steph and Ryan, the newest inductees. Gabe would be proud. The spring festival is nigh. Nigh, I say. Hey, welcome. I'll be right with you. I better check in with Steph and Ryan. Ah, Colorado tap water. I'm not convinced this is totally sanitary, but what do I know? Not to be a single issue voter or anything, but fuck Typhon.
It's gonna be a long night tonight. Always is. Same thing every year.
Tonight's the spring festival. I wonder what's wrong. Hey, Ducky. Is everything okay?
Of course. I've never felt better.
Okay. Glad to hear it. Jed acts like he's in charge, but
we all know who really calls the shots in here. Ducky almost hustled me out of my first paycheck. Good thing Jed stepped in.
Dust some daylight while you were at work.
Charlotte must be getting ready for the LARP.
Hey, getting ready for the big LARP?
Oh, hey. Yeah. Trying. I hope we can get Ethan into it.
So glad you like it.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll like it.
If she's hiding something, I need to find out what it is. For Gabe. Okay, she's here. What's the plan?
Well, we have two plans actually. But we're still workshopping them.
Good to have options, right? So what are they?
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I asked Diane out on a date,
Wait, what?
and she's so into it. She doesn't notice one Ryan Lucan swiping her laptop. Ryan carries said laptop upstairs, acquiring damning evidence. Maybe Diane and I still hook up? Not important.
That's your plan? Oh my god, please tell me you have something better.
I do. Now, to be clear, it's the same plan. Except, I'm the distraction. Look, Steph, I don't even think she's gay, all right? She's probably into the rugged mountain man type. All the transplants are.
Okay, maybe these plans do need some more time.
What? It's a simple plan, literally 2 steps. You just need to choose the hotter distraction.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
You're the only tiebreaker we have.
Let's go with Ryan. Total smoke show in a flannel. It's a no-brainer. Sorry, Steph.
This, Ryan? This is like a bad dream.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but we don't even know if she has anything worth stealing yet. I'm just gonna try talking to her. Maybe I can get her worked up and read her emotions. I'll let you know if I need that distraction.
Good luck.
Your usual.
Thanks, Alyx.
What's the best way to rile her up?
You know all I want is justice for my brother. Please. Help me.
Alyx, I can assure you that Typhon is committed to a full and open investigation. We want to find those responsible and hold them accountable just as much as you do. That's the truth.
She's got a great poker face, unlike Mac, but let's see what she's really feeling. Let me try and read her first.
Poor Gabe. No one deserves to die like that.
She's sad. If I keep her thinking about Gabe's death, maybe I can find out more. William Bloom. Gabe loved him. I
think he spent a whole year just listening to him.
Really? He had good taste. Surprised we never talked about it.
Oh, such a cute photo.
My niece and nephew. They're adorable. Of all the people this could have happened to, why'd it have to be him?
Are you joining in the LARP later? It's been so hard for Ethan. We're all hoping it will cheer him up.
I can't. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. He was practically a father to Ethan. And now he's gone. It's just so fucked up.
That's a nice cross.
Oh, thanks.
Diane seems really put together, but inside, she's just as much a mess as the rest of us. Typhon does a lot of local hiring, huh?
We're always growing. He was practically a father to Ethan. And now he's gone. It's just so fucked up.
I bet you and Gabe threw back a lot of these together.
He was a great bartender. Made the long work days more bearable.
Okay, now I need to pick something that will push Diane's emotions over the edge.
A month later, and I can still feel the void he left behind.
Look, I know you're not a bad person. But my brother is dead because of the choices you and Typhon made. How does that make you feel? I actually want to know.
Alyx,
Typhon is doing everything we can to address the situation. That's the truth. Okay?
All right, that's the emotion I was looking for. Time to explore Diane's guilt about Gabe. Okay, time to find out what Diane is really hiding.
Hello?
Miss Jacobs, it's Deputy Pike.
Pike, I'm sorry, but we're very busy at the moment.
There's been an accident.
What kind of accident? He came here looking for a better life, just like me. He's gone. I'm still here.
Wait, there's something else.
I can't undo what Typhon did, or the role I played. But at least I have everything I need to protect myself from them.
Holy shit. She must have evidence on the USB stick. Looks like I'll need a distraction after all.
Diane?
Hey, Ryan. What's up?
Well, if you're free later, I was thinking we could go on a hike together. There's some beautiful trails up in the mountains.
Oh, that sounds like a nice idea.
Alone in the mountains with this handsome fella? Sounds like a date. How long have you been planning this, you devil?
Oh, well, to be honest, I've been wanting to ask you ever since you showed up in Haven. Truth be told. So, what do you say?
Hey, no rush. He's not going anywhere. Mull it over. Get back to him. Anyway, gotta go.
See ya.
Holy shit, that was epic! Totally insane!
My heart is pounding.
Ryan, real talk. I think Diane actually wants you. I know, I can't believe it!
Hey!
Oh, man.
You guys, oh, that was hilarious. Oh my god. I hope this was worth it.
Password protected. Guess I'm not surprised.
I'll bring this to Riley. See if she's willing to help. She's a whiz at computer stuff.
In the meantime, we have a lark to do. Grab your hat and meet me at the park. And don't forget your guitar, okay?
Is the guitar really necessary?
What? How can you be a bard without a guitar? The bard's whole job is to musically regale people.
Well then, prepare to be regaled.
So, did you finish the thing?
Yeah, barely. It took me all night. I haven't carved like that in ages.
All right, I need to grab my guitar and the hat that Steph got me. Sometimes it's hard to say where Gabe ends and I begin. His job, his apartment, his life here. But if there is a seam somewhere, I see it most in Steph and Ryan. In my mind, when we're all together, I can imagine him in my place, and I can watch the scene unfold like a spectator for a life I barely knew. Or, if I choose instead, I can forget about Gabe and just accept, however improbably, that Steph and Ryan care about me for my own sake, for no other reason. I think I know which one Gabe would prefer.
My mother's son, he can see.
Okay, let me grab my hat. Leave it to me to wreck Gabe's bike on my first ride. At least Ryan had a good laugh about it. A dire rat joined your party. Wow. Steph is a rock star for putting this together. Ethan is gonna flip. Wish I'd taken Steph's advice. Ugh. Steph, I will murder you. We're one step closer now. A housewarming gift from Eleanor. She said Gabe loved these little dudes. Life in Haven would be a lot worse without these two weirdos. I don't even know if I'm doing this right, but it felt like I had to do something. I haven't beat Steph a single time. That just means I'm overdue for a win. I found some really cute photos of Gabe and Ethan on this thing. I know this is Ethan's copy, but I'm level 73, and I'm not stopping. Ducky's gift to me for finding his booze. It's a unique expression of gratitude. Huh, there it is. Another one of Gabe's hidden cans. Dork. Half person, half dump truck. I feel you. Oh shit. The feather on the hat must have fallen off. Maybe I can find it. Gabe's last effects from the coroner. Pike dropped it off a few days ago. Guess I've been avoiding looking through it. Okay. One match left. I don't know why, but this must have been really special to Gabe. Never know when you'll need a light. I'm not giving up yet, Gabe. I better find that feather. Steph is a... You can take the kid out of juvie. Oh. This feather, separate. Alyx the Bard, ready to serve. Time to head out. Wow. Typhon officially clears Typhon of any wrongdoing in death of local man at the hands of Typhon explosions. Best job I've ever had. Not that the competition is super fierce. So many memories of Gabe I didn't get to make. Yikes. This garden is looking gnarly. I haven't played for anyone else in years. That was a good night. I wonder how many times Gabe got stoned up here and stared at these. Guessing it was more than 0. So far, Ryan is the only one that uses this. Maybe I should just gift it to him. Ugh, not much better. Look, man, if you want to live here, you need to do your own dishes. One day, I'll stop being a freeloader. For now, I'm just... Hey.
I don't need, like, cheering up or whatever.
Okay, so maybe this wasn't the most subtle idea, but Steph's been planning this for days and days. She really cares about you.
I do want to do this. It's just... Everyone's been working so hard. And if I'm not happy, they'll all be disappointed.
Must be weird having a bunch of adults pressuring you to dress up in a costume and act like you're having fun.
Yeah, especially my mom. She always looks so... sad. 'Cause I'm like bummed out. But I can't just pretend.
I thought pretending was the whole idea of this thing. Acting like you're someone else, just for a little bit.
I guess.
The crazy thing is, sometimes pretending you're having fun can trick you into actually having fun. Couldn't hurt to try.
All right. But I don't want to do it alone. You have to help me.
Of course.
Thanor, the Monster Slayer! Thanks to the gods and all the heavens you've come. I am in desperate need of a great hero. Could you be the one? Please, tell me of your exploits.
There's a bunch of stuff. Maybe my bard can sing something about me.
Oh, sure. A kraken ate a city every year until it died on Thanor's spear.
My goodness. You must be Thanor's bard, Alexandra, whose songs have magical powers. It sounds like you are exactly the heroes I need. My name is King Tabor. The age of monsters has come upon my kingdom. Horrible creatures stalk the streets. My people live in constant fear. But there's hope. An ancient prophecy describes 3 mysterious gems, known as soul jewels, that can save us all. I need you to go search the kingdom, survive whatever's out there, and bring me back those jewels. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Then you must go, now. My people are counting on you.
Should we start with the main road?
Okay.
Time to find some jewels.
This is kind of exciting.
Alyx really saved the day. Gabe would be proud.
Thanks, Jed. Gotta say, Jed's king voice is pretty convincing.
Please, find the 3 jewels. Time is of the essence.
Right. We're on it.
What is that?
It's a magic scroll we can use in fights.
Oh, awesome. We should find as many as we can. What did you just find?
A gold coin. Okay. It's a wolf.
A dire wolf.
Shit, what do we do?
I think we have to fight it.
Stirring him. Double Thanor's next attack.
Burning blade. 2 damage, and you're on fire for the next 2 turns.
2 damage. I'm still on fire.
Stirring him. Double Thanor's next attack.
Oh, 4 damage. Loot. Oh, cool. I learned a magic attack.
1 damage to allies? Better be nice to Thanor.
Let's keep going. What do you think this key is for?
Maybe it unlocks something in one of these stores.
I swung over the top once.
No way. Prove it. I'll give you $1 if you can.
I did! I don't have to prove it. I'm gonna tell my mom you called me a liar.
Do it.
Gabe, you would have really had fun with all this.
How do we know for sure it's dead? Should we tickle it?
Stop it. Be serious.
Sorry, Ryan. It was self-defense.
Let's go to the peach.
Found a scroll?
Yeah.
Well, now, who do we have here?
Thanor the Monster Slayer. And my bard.
And what you up to, Thanor?
Saving your lives. There's monsters out there. Orcs and minotaurs and such. Be careful.
Sounds dangerous.
How about a dragon with a candy treasure hoard, chocolate coin?
Aren't I supposed to be the one teaching you how to throw?
Looks like the Black Lantern is part of the LARP.
I just haven't slept. You know? Every time I close my eyes, my brain pulls up all these thoughts, these regrets. So I just lie there, crying and feeling like a horrible person.
You mentioned regrets. Can you drill down on that? What is it that you regret?
I don't know. I'm not sure of anything right now.
All that guilt. And she still can't find her way toward doing the right thing. Whoa. What's that about?
Heed my warning, you traveling twosome. For I can't remember the last time I had this much fun.
That makes 2 of us. I know this guy. He's one of Steph's coworkers. Hey, let's hear your riddle.
There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names? Do not be misled.
How are we supposed to know that?
Maybe we can look for some clues. Wanna look in here?
Yeah. Let's go in. What happened here?
Fellow survivors, I see.
Are you hurt?
Hardly my first monster attack. I know an escape trick or two.
Do you know what this key is for?
Belonged to Barry, the tavern keeper. That's his leg over there.
Oh.
So, if you want to try all of the locks, I'm sure he won't stop you.
Let's see what we can find around here.
The 13th quinquennial meeting of the Daegu Biscuit Boys is hereby called to order. I'm sorry to announce that all 6 of us remain upright and above ground.
First point of order. Ducky, if you had to guess, though, about how much longer you fixing to live?
Just long enough to collect, Gordon, and not a minute longer. I'll crawl graveward with your shares clutched in my stiffening fingers. You mark my words.
Ducky is in a tontine.
That better be washable. Here we go. This probably has the answer to that riddle. Steph thought of everything. She's amazing at this. Guess Lawrence is gonna need a new business advisor. I want to focus on Ethan right now. What happened to the rest of the music? What happened to the rest of the music? House barred. Sorry, Steph. Alexandra is pretty happy with her current gig. I actually feel bad for that person. Someone knows how to keep Thanor busy.
Any luck opening the chest?
Ugh, rough day for Barry the Tavern Keeper.
I'm a genius for convincing Steph that my character should be alone behind the bar. All the drinks I want.
Not sure how I feel about that.
Thanor! Did you see this?
That's got to be it! It's one of the jewels! One down, 2 to go.
That wasn't so bad, right?
Now I feel more confident we can find the others. It's so sweet of Ducky to participate in this.
Yes?
I see you've poured yourself some ale. You just survived a monster attack. I think you deserve a couple drinks on the house.
Truly wise beyond your years.
How did you survive the attack?
Well, I'm not proud of it, but I tripped an elderly woman. She had it coming. Stingy dish wench.
Want to tell them about our quest?
We're on a quest to end the Age of Monsters. So you won't have to live in fear anymore.
Are you now? Let me give you something that you may find useful.
Thanks. I'm gonna go ahead and guess we'll be meeting a snake. We're gonna keep looking around.
Good luck.
I wonder if Alexandra the Bard would have cracked the Tavern Top 20. We're gonna have to deal with this. Did you see this warning?
Bye.
Godspeed. Godspeed.
Check out what I found in that chest.
Nice work, Thanor.
You see? I warned you not to go.
There was some really interesting stuff in there.
Ready to answer? I'll say it once more. There are 3, it is said, heroes long dead, fashioned into soul jewels, blue, violet, red. What are their names? Do not be misled.
Their names are... The answer is Nira, Dacis, and Belen.
You solved the riddle you've been told. Your prize? A useful hint. Behold. To bribe that deadly troll of old, you have to pay 4 coins of gold.
4 coins. Got it.
There's more. Because you solved my verse, you may take 1 gold from my purse.
Thanks.
Hey, what's all this?
Too busy to talk right now. Sorry.
Knock him dead?
Ethan's back to his old self, thank God. What a great kid.
Ethan's got a lot of people who care about him.
Sorry. Hey, kid. You responsible for that mask?
Got another scroll.
Cool.
Go get him, Ethan.
I'm Thanor.
Go get him. Thanor.
Could there be something down the alley?
This is boring.
Why is my dead lover talking? Shh, they're here.
Woe is me! Woe is me! Behold, my love has been slain by yonder river monster.
Where?
Just down yonder alley, near the river. Alas, alas!
Beware of river monster. Some kind of snake?
I guess.
Do we have to fight it?
Why wouldn't we?
I mean, it's kind of cute, isn't it?
What are you talking about? It's gonna attack. What do you want to do?
Ophidian chime. Snakes within hearing must fall asleep.
Pretend that's a low sound. Snake's ears are internal, so they can't hear.
Nice.
This is.
More loot.
All right, let's make some ears bleed.
Wait. What's that? It's like a dragon scale or something.
Maybe it's got magical powers. Let's hang on to it.
Yeah. That was so smart of you to use.
Shit, that didn't take long. I should probably drop in on Riley and thank her in person. Can't wait to transfix some monsters with my sweet hypnotic jams.
We're like master scroll seekers.
Yup.
Okay. We handled the river serpent.
Thank you, adventurers.
But you should probably clean up that body.
No one appreciates me. Oh there! I hear you've dealt with the river. Bah! What a thankless life. Being a smith in the age of monsters.
Whoa. It's really sweet how many people Steph's. Everything okay? You seem pretty, grumpy.
I've forgotten the damn components of sun silver. Don't suppose you know the composition?
If we find out, we'll tell you.
I won't hold my breath.
One, two, three. I control me. 1, 2, 3. I control me.
I bet there's something fun in the record store.
I saw that. Like, right before you picked it up.
I wonder how Riley's doing with the USB.
That run felt amazing. I'm so proud of myself.
Wow. Good for her. Mind if I duck in here a second? I have to, renew my bar guild membership.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey there.
I could ask Riley how progress is going with the USB. I've got a job now. I could actually donate something. Did Riley put this up? The last thing Eleanor wanted was everyone fussing over her. So Eleanor's donating all those decorations? I want to feel happy for Riley, but ugh. There's a whole tech side to Riley I never knew about. Gabe did, though.
Nana's such a good person. She doesn't deserve any of this.
And neither does Riley. Those are new. I guess they're reminders. Eleanor must hate that she needs this. For Spring Festival, these are freaking gorgeous. Riley's like 300 pages in. Must be a good book. I will definitely not touch this.
Any luck with the USB? No, not yet. It's gonna take hours, if we're lucky.
Oh.
If you want to check it out, it's running on the office computer, but don't touch anything.
Okay. Thank you so much for doing this.
You don't have to thank me. It's the least I could do for Gabe. And honestly, it's a nice distraction for me right now.
Is something going on with Eleanor?
I found out Nana has been sick. She has Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, let's talk about something else.
Are you still going to school?
Oh, no. I turned them down. Nana told me not to, but she's going to need help.
You made the right choice. Never know how long you'll have with someone.
Alyx.
How's Mac doing? I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he's around. He's been a lifesaver.
Mac has?
Yeah, he really stepped it up for me and Nana. I'm actually glad we're still together.
That's good. Let's talk later.
I'll let you know if I make any progress.
Thanks again. I wonder what we'll find at the Bridge of Flowers. I bet there's something fun in the record store.
Appreciates my fine work.
Please knock twice.
Go for it.
Monster or mortal?
Mortal!
Come in. Sorry about the lock. These are dangerous times. Welcome to the Magpie Emporium.
Oh, so this is like a magic shop.
I'm gonna take a look around a bit, okay?
Okay.
Let's see what Steph's done to the place.
Alyx is allowed to think Ryan's hot. I need to get over it.
Never seen Steph all twisted up like this before. Surely she knows she's hot too.
That's not ominous at all. I'd like to try one of those bard instruments, please.
You'll need to schedule a private appointment.
I'll do that. Man, my dating life could have used a truth spell or two. As a classically trained bard, I gotta say, this music's not bad.
He's forging the sky sword of power.
Oh yeah? That actually looks legit. Golems. Animation fee not included. Oh, Steph. Wonder if they have drills for this. Spells. Very cute, Steph.
Are these spells for sale?
To members of the Sorcery Guild only. Sorry. Dude, I hear you, but a combat-based system with no social mechanics is like my fucking nightmare. Are you... Hey, Precious. Where did you come from? Are you the one I've been hearing in the walls? Smartass, there's a cat. outside the shop. Dude, I don't know. She doesn't have a collar.
I am gonna hear Steph baby talk at this cat if it's the last thing I do. I guess some heroes are into bards with flashy guitars, but I'm glad Thanor has better taste. Warning. Cat is cursed. Do not pet. Yeah, no need to warn me.
The Soul Sapphire's right there. For sale. So there's definitely a troll at the east.
3 gold, please.
Why is this 10,000 gold?
Was I
Would you consider giving us that sapphire in exchange for something far more valuable? My hand in marriage. And all of its associated benefits. I'm sure this isn't the first time someone's asked you, given your obvious hotness.
I mean...
Oh man, this just got real.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. But I'm afraid I can't accept. For now.
We need the sapphire right away. It's for a quest to end the age of monsters.
I've heard there's a magical fish that lives in the River of Sorrows. Bring me back one of its scales, and I'll give you the sapphire in return.
One magic fish scale.
Impressive. Well, then here's my end of the bargain.
Only one more jewel left.
Getting there. So, the Scroll of Advantage.
1 gold, please. I do.
Maybe when Ethan's not around.
No one appreciates.
I wonder what we'll find at the Bridge of Flowers.
Oh shit! Troll! Incoming!
He's got a soul jewel right there.
Oh, you like my belt? It's made of human skin.
What do you think we should do?
Grr.
Troll dust.
Grr.
Dusted trolls become very friendly. 1 pinch per troll.
No, no. Don't you dare. Oh, oh. Man. Visitors. I love visitors. Can I get you anything? A glass of marsh water, slug chips.
How about that jewel? On your belt.
Sure. Anything else?
We're on a quest. Anything you can do to help us out?
I could teach you to fight like me. Here you go.
That was quick.
Why don't you say something nice about each of us?
You put a great deal of thoughtfulness and care into everything you do. And you see deep into the hearts of people. But you don't let that stop you from believing in them.
This troll is emo.
Yeah. I think that's all we need, right?
Come visit again. Anytime.
We've got all 3. We can go back to the king now.
Yep.
Okay. That troll was scary. I admit it.
Nothing to admit. It's just facts.
Even after you used the dust, he was still scary. Would you rather be scary or good looking?
Good looking, I guess.
Yeah, me too. It's such a human weakness. The age of monsters is about to get busted. Oh my God, it's my mom.
Feanor, the monster slayer, you've come at last. Do you remember me from your past adventures?
You're Netheria, the forest spirit.
You have done well on your quest. The forest notices. She offers a treasure for you to claim. Look, there.
What is that? The Sky Sword. It's the Sky Sword of Power. It's exactly the same as I drew in the comics. It's got the pincer and the same grip. And it's got this part for the jewels. How do they do it? Can I really take it?
Promise me you'll only use it for good. Helping others and stuff like that.
Okay. bard. A song, if you please.
The prophecy's fulfilled at last. Now Feanor's might is unsurpassed.
I'll take that sword now, and the jewels!
Cravius, Lord of the Underworld. I should have known King Tabor was you all along.
You fools! You have collected the jewels I need and brought them right to me!
We've gotten this far. We can beat him.
Give them to me!
Hypnotic fugue.
Shield of Courage!
Transfixed by that gorgeous music!
Stirring him.
Strike of Wrath!
Oh!
Stirring him.
Burning Blade!
Ring of Fire!
Ah, crap!
Curse this fire!
Horrid disharmony.
I summon the fury of hell! Death to all who defy me! Curse this fire!
Stirring him.
Fire Blast! Ah! Sorry.
Worth it. Untuned chord. We did it!
I can't believe what just happened!
That last fight was epic!
Yeah, but the best part was finding... Gabe's dead because of me. It's my fault. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe. I killed Gabe.
Ethan!
Listen to me. It wasn't your fault. At all. It wasn't. Okay? It wasn't.
Charlotte?
Back here. Hey. Thanks for coming.
Of course. Ethan's dad already pick him up?
Yeah, they just left. I just wanted to thank you. Ethan needed today.
Honestly, by the end, I was having just as much fun as he was.
He thinks the world of you, you know. After everything, I think you're sort of his hero.
He's sort of mine. How creative he is. You must be so proud of him. He was so thrilled to see you show up with the sword.
I think that was mostly about the sword.
Maybe. But I think he was happy to see you in his world.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm okay.
Charlotte?
God, Alyx, don't mind me, okay? Just a lot going on.
I don't mind you. At all. Do you want to talk about it?
You're really sweet, but I'm okay. Thanks for swinging by. I'll see you at the festival.
Charlotte, I can tell something.
Said no! Fuck, don't you listen? Shit. This was a mistake.
Where did that anger come from? This hurts to even look at. How much did it hurt? It hurt to make. There's almost an innocence about this one. I wonder what it's saying. Wonder what's inside. Beautiful. So why does it kind of make my skin crawl? It looks like Charlotte is really pouring herself into her art. anger is so intense. Maybe there's something here that can tell me why.
Gabe, it's your fault. Why would you teach me to need someone again just to go and leave me all alone? Alyx, it's your fault. Everyone loves you, but I can't look at you without thinking about how fucked everything is since you came into my life. Ryan, it's your fault. You were supposed to protect us. Why couldn't you?
She's so angry at everyone around her, but there's something else here.
What is wrong with me? I can't let myself feel this way. When did I become such a fucking monster? Ethan! It's your fault! Why couldn't you just fucking listen?
You're angry at him. At Ethan. You blame him.
I'm a bad mom, Alyx.
Charlotte. Charlotte.
I hate my son, Alyx. He's sweet, and he's creative, and he's the most important thing in the entire universe to me. And I hate him. For so long, it was just me and him. It took so long to learn how to be okay with that. And I was. But then, Gabe, I can deal with hating Ryan, or you, or even Gabe. But Ethan, if he had just listened, Gabe would still be alive. It all comes back to that.
None of that makes you a bad mom. No matter what you're feeling, you always give Ethan what he needs. That's what matters.
None of it fucking matters. He's dead. I wish I were too.
This anger could kill her, and nothing I'm saying is helping. What if I could just take it away? I can do it. I can take her anger from her. What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should I? Alyx? I'm okay. Are you okay? Yeah. Yes, I think so. Shit. Did I freak out on you? I'm sorry, Alyx. I'm not sure what came over me. Are you sure you're okay? Yes, I think so. Just maybe I blacked out for a minute? I guess that's what happens when you don't sleep. Huh. I wrecked my sculpture. Seems so crazy in here, but I feel... How do I feel? Hey, go home. You're exhausted. I'm serious. It's okay. I'll see you tonight.
Okay. Hear me out. Is Typhon run by the Illuminati?
That would explain the conspicuously triangle-shaped logo.
Boom! Finally cracked it.
Hey.
Alyx. So, how did things go with Charlotte?
It was intense. But I think maybe she'll be okay. Honestly, I'm not sure how to even talk about it.
That's okay. You don't have to.
So please tell me that the USB stick revealed all of Typhon's secrets.
Not yet, but... Alyx.
We found a recording of Gabe's call.
I should probably listen to that.
I need to know.
We're here for you, okay?
Typhon safety. Mac? It's me. I'm working, Gabe. We can talk about what happened later. This isn't about that. I need you to call off the explosion. Ethan's in the blast radius. Shit. He could get killed. What the hell's wrong with you? He snuck off. We're up here right now, trying to find him. Mac, please. All right. I'm on it. We'll halt the blasts. Fuck. You can't imagine the headaches this will create for me. Thanks, Mac. Whatever. Just doing my job.
They just ignored him. It's so fucked.
You know it's bad when Mac turns out to be the good guy. Alyx. You okay?
We're gonna get him. I promise.
What the hell?
Oh, it doesn't matter. None of it fucking matters. He's dead. He's...
Fuck that. I don't need to take this.
should follow her. We'll be right downstairs, all right?
Right now, all that matters is taking these fuckers down. This USB stick has what I need. If that happened to me, what's happening to Charlotte? Gabe's call came in from the sat phone at 8:41 p.m. I should find the next call and see if that has any information.
Lena, it's Diane. We have a problem. You're kidding. There's a kid lost in the mountains near the pit. We need to postpone. Lena?
Haven is your site, Diane, and therefore this is your decision. I know I don't need to remind you of the stakes.
Someone could be hurt. Or killed.
We've been over this. Anyone up there has disregarded posted notices and accepted full liability.
We're talking about a child. I'm just asking for one day.
If you postpone tonight's scheduled blast, you put Rhea in jeopardy. That puts the whole company in jeopardy. Is that what you want?
No.
Then do the math and make the right call. Email me when it's done.
I will.
So Typhon thought Rhea, whatever that is, was worth risking our lives. Let's hope Diane's email sheds more light. Seems like a lot is hanging on these inspections. Whatever Typhon was up to, it looks like they've all but gotten. Of course, that was Diane's idea. I'm gonna make sure this expansion fails if it's the last thing I do. This is the email Diane mentioned. So what is Rhea? Rhea went off undetected. A second blast went off that night? What did Lena say? Without the scheduled blast, Rhea will be discovered. It was a diversion. They set off the blast that killed Gabe to cover up another one somewhere else. That's why they couldn't wait. If I can find out where that blast went off, it might tell me why it was so important. Diane has dossiers on the entire Haven Council. That's not creepy at all. Typhon knows about Eleanor's dementia. Shit. It won't be so secure once we tell Jed what really happened that night. I knew that affidavit gave me a bad feeling. Poor Ducky. I didn't know. What? Pike has a... Okay. Bigger fish to fry right now. This is Rhea. Fuck. This map's too small to tell where this is. I need a map. That's the site of the 2008 Typhon mine collapse. Why would they set off a blast in their current mine to cover up a blast in their old mine? Didn't Typhon just have inspections around the old site? They weren't mining for anything. They were burying something.